Good day everybody, welcome to a brand new video. This one is going to be of my rank 3 6-star Doctor Doom. I had a pretty fun time opening up 10 6-star champions on the channel. If you went back for the live stream, it was a lot of fun. It was a good vibe that we had with doing that. But obviously I've got to start ranking these bad boys up and bad girls up as well. Are they all boys? There was a mix, I want to say. Can't remember. So many good times I can't even remember. But yeah, like Doctor Doom has been a good choice to put up to as 6-star rank 3. I've already got the 5-star version, which is Awaken and is right there and is propping up my prestige quite nicely. But for me, it's all about having the champion. Like, the champion doesn't need to be awakened to be good. It definitely helps if you want to bump anything with prestige, and there's nothing really kind of to mention that is going to like separate these champions from what they do, especially like as it says here, whenever Doom nullifies a power gain buff, he receives one for himself. Handy when it's going up against the likes of Hyperion, any champion that gets a power gain buff quite easily. And if the opponent isn't already shocked, whenever Doom nullifies any buff, they have a 100% chance to inflict a shock debuff dealing X amount of damage. To be honest, and again, like, it is not a quintessential thing for this champion to be awakened, but it just helps. But from a practicality standpoint, all the lovely things when it comes to like rotations round, nullifying, SP1 damage, power control, SP2 with that incinerates, rotations around the SP3, and doing extensive amounts of stacking fury buff damage. Fury buff damage, and as well trying to hit in another SP2, which is it's hard work, but it pays off. This champion is great. Now let's get right into throwing up some footage, because I think it's probably best to let's throw some 6-star rank 3 footage, because I am really happy with this. This is a champion that's going to be used in a lot of content. I just did an initial completion of the Grandmaster Gauntlet. There's a long story to that, and I'm actually really, I'm kind of a little bit salty, but a little bit kind of like upset and embarrassed with myself. So I'm just like, I'll talk about more that next week, once I've done Grandmaster Gauntlets again. But I just want to showcase the footage, talk about Doctor Doom. I love this 6-star rank 3 because of the extent of rotation damage and how like potent it is. But you can see like with the crits, and as well with the synergy that I've brought with this, where you guarantee a crit from doing a heavy attack with the Annihilator synergy, it is relatively nice. Now I would say that Suicide Mastery is not necessarily a thing to have with it, and it's optional to you whether or not you do have that. But man, you're going to really love to see some of the damage that this champion is doing. The Incinerates do a hell of a lot more. I want to say that it's well over, it's twice as much. Let's say twice as much than it would be with a 5-star version. So that's nice. Do bear in mind again, like mastery setup and other factors may kind of like change that extent of damage, like maybe synergies and stuff. So it's just nice to see. And I could have like again going back to like practice some rotations, done something, and I will showcase in a minute, doing the build up to 2 SP3s, then throwing an SP2, but unfortunately I didn't really get that rotation around to a latter point in that particular footage, which I will still showcase in a minute. It's just nice damage. Like, look at this, just kind of 6k, and then oh god, 11k, and then like 1.2k, 1.1k per tick. It's nice damage. It's definitely nice. Okay, and here's an example of that double rotation of those 2 fury buffs. I was practicing a little bit. It took a little bit of a while to kind of like build up to this, but you can just see like the nice fury amounts of damage on each hit. But as well, when you hit off that SP2, here we go. Like it is really nice. Like I've slowed it down here, so you can just get a majesty of this, like a 27k crit, and I don't know if that doubled up at the time, but yeah, like these Incinerates 2.8k per crit. Oh, 2.8k per Incinerate, nice. Also just wanted to throw up some footage of a Storm Pyramid X interaction. This is where variant 5, I believe, comes in, and the way you can be quite aggressive with Doctor Doom. This is what I like here. Because Energize builds up the enemy, gaining like power rapidly, then having a champion that's able to kind of power control very consistently is always very, very nice. And that's what this champion does, and will do for you. So that's just kind of the great thing about the Unawakened version. And the Awakened version, but as I said, like you don't need to awaken the champion to be good. which I think is incredible. You can just see like the rotations here, like I'm building up to an SP3, I'm then trying to gather myself, I'll be then trying to power control and bring that power down on the enemy. But that's the great thing about Energize. If you can build up yourself with an SP1 yourself, and as well you're kind of like every hit is just absolutely kind of building enemy power, then at least you're going to be leeching off. Doing a 4-hit combo, I don't know if I messed that up there. In any case, like watching, I actually resisted that, I got quite lucky then, I resisted that. But it's all good because I'm playing this a little bit aggressively. I'm just watching the enemy there. It's a good little intercept, especially as I'm going to like put in my SP2. And I actually played so aggressively. It's actually a bit of a mistake. Good intercept right there. And then Imrod again. I get lucky with the Incinerate, debuff damage, all in that moment. So that was really, really nice. Because that's really the main thing for me here. Like, well, what and why have I got another version of Doctor Doom? And the same thing that I do the same version with Warlock, because a lot of the times there may be stuff like Alliance Quest wise, or there's content wise. At least I can have one in something like Alliance Quest, and then the other one kind of like I'm using in questing in any kind of generality. But yeah, like Doctor Doom. Also, it's kind of a low-key investment, because if I go and I do something like 100% Abyss soon, and say I want to do that for whatever reason, or I do something like Act 6 100%, which I've kind of earmarked for about fall of this year. And to be honest, I think more realistically with other games coming out, I may want to push it to more like December of this year. At least I can say that if I get a Mystic Awakening gem, I can then prioritize that for that champion, because as well it just gives me a bit of a prestige bump. I don't say that I desperately need it for the Alliance, but as well with stuff like Map 8 coming in the future, you have to start thinking about these future investments and why they're very, very important. But as well, if I'm looking for options like, say, the standard Doctor Doom that I have, but also I want to ramp up that damage, that beautiful Incinerate damage, then I've definitely got this as an opportunity. So I just wanted to do a quick little video and just kind of like showcase some of the rotations, Incinerates and such like of Doctor Doom. I'm loving this guy, and I'm loving using him in content. So looking forward to breaking him into Cavalier next month, and we'll see what nodes that Kabam have for us for that. And there we go, that's been the first video of Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. There may be another video posted today. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. And check out some other content, whatever's up there. Bye-bye for now.